Hey, how are you doing? So tell me, where do you go to share your exciting stories? Where do you go when you discover your vision and you're excited about it? When you start realizing, oh, this is something that I didn't know, but now I'm realizing. Where do you go when you discover that life is actually not as bad as you thought? Yes, there are bad things, but not as bad. Who do you tell? I thought so, right? That's why I created Vuga Online Radio. I created Vuga Online Radio not as a radio station, although yes, it is a radio station, but I've created it more as an inspiration platform where people can actually go and talk and share and inspire each other about stories every day of how and what actually is happening in their lives. So I'm inviting you to go and follow us at Vuga Online Radio everywhere. And if you have an inspiring story, if you have a beautiful book you've read, if you have won something and you just feel you need a community that you want to celebrate with and say and share, I would like for you to go there. There's about 200,000 odd people across the world who actually are streaming in to the radio station. And some of your stories we can put onto the radio station. But for now, this invitation is really about joining us on our social media pages. Let's see what are the stories. And when we see some of the interesting stories that are coming in, we will actually take some of those stories and put them on the radio as well. Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. I was doing this for since 2019. I think about 2018, 2019, posting some inspiration stories. But I've decided to create a bigger platform with Voga, where now there's like 5,000 of these things. I'm talking to the G20 now, I'm talking to Global Oneness, I'm talking to some important leaders across the world. You want to hear those stories as well, right? But most importantly, there are other people there. Mohalem Motale is telling us what's happening, what are the people doing, because there's very interesting things that are happening in the country. But you don't really get to hear a lot of them because we are focusing on what's not working a lot, right? You have Dr. Mvusi just amplifying the voices of women every day on the radio. You have Colin Quest talking to medical and health workers. What do we know? What's happening in the space of health? Health is very important. So it's not just information, it's inspiration. So I don't want to make this too long. I just want to invite you. Where do you go when you need to be inspired? But most importantly, where do you go when you need to share an inspiring story? And that's what I'm inviting you for. Yeah, I see my light has gone off now, but www.vugaonlineradio.co.za is where you should go. Or otherwise, follow us at all the social media pages at Vuga Online Radio. Share your stories. Let's amplify the good in the world. Okay, cool. This is too long now. I'll talk to you soon.